Hello? I'm so angry right now. Urgh.
I was wondering when we'd find time to be alone. Everyone has been hovering about you since you got back. I have hesitated to talk to you. I wanted to be sure of what I would say. To be sure that you were still the person I cared so much about. Do you still feel the same way for your silk fox? I haven't been able to sleep since you fell. All I could think of was finding a way to take revenge. So much hate washed over me. It's hard to let that go. Now that you are back, I'm not sure whether to slap you or kiss you. I wish that saying it would make it true, but there is so much that is uncertain. I am truly frightened about tomorrow, but I know I am safe, here, in your arms. Whatever comes tomorrow, thank you for what we have, right now. This moment is beautiful. You should kiss me before I remember who I am supposed to be.
Hello. Hello, old friends. Welcome back to our Let's Play of Jade Empire. So yeah, you just saw our romance. There's a different way you can execute that. If you talk to her and make her follow the closed fist way, then that, as you can see, that's what I did because, it affects the end of the game. You'll see how. And there's also 3 possible romances you can have in this game with the Princess, Dawnstar, and Sky. Yeah, you can have a gay romance in this. It was way ahead of its time.
You have done well to restore the fountains of Dirge, but they cannot shield you fully. Not with the power I now control. This is nothing more than a dream, my pupil. I can do nothing here, but I can influence things. Do you remember your fellow students? They certainly remember you. They remember how you left them to die. They died so there would be nothing holding you back. Their deaths ensured that you were properly motivated. Without you, they would still be alive.
So we gotta fight our fellow students again. This old fuck. This old fuck. I actually like that this dream sequence is actually really cool. You know. Sorry about that. Yeah, so, I mean, you shouldn't have any trouble here. It's like, just normal, nothing you haven't come across, just normal enemies. Like, one of them has a spear and the other 2 just use martial styles. But, yeah, I think it's a really nice touch, like how they added the inner turmoil. Like, he's trying to break your resolve.
Impressive. But this was only a dream. You will not be so fortunate tomorrow.
Dang, this is like Lord of the Rings proportion of enemies here. Shit. Where's Legolas and Gimli when you need them, you know? Know what I'm saying? Alright, that's enough of that. So how you guys doing? I say that like every video, don't I? Jesus Christ. Come up with something new, Simon. Jesus Christ. Alright, so apparently we're gonna have to fight a bunch of... whatever.
You're awake! It sounds like the army is on the move. They're on their way up the mountain. Sky left a few hours ago. He said he was going to see how far up the mountain they had come. We haven't heard from him since, and I'm worried.
Look, he's back!
Well, that's convenient for my nerves.
Sorry for being late.
Pick something, please.
Fine, never been better. Once the bleeding stops, I'll be good as new. I went down the mountain to scout them out. I figured I could get a good estimate of how many were coming and get back here. It didn't work out like I planned. There are Lotus assassins by the score, and golems too. You didn't bury them all. They have a lot more. Imperial Army flyers in the distance, too. They'll be here soon.
Bad, bad, very bad. What are we going to do? They'll be across the main bridge in no time.
Yes, we must. The golems are not just the ones you saw before. Bigger ones, giants, siege golem.
Siege golems? Oh, I've heard of those. 30 feet tall and can throw an axe. Well, pretty darn far. I didn't have time to measure. Oh, they crush walls, too. It would be bad if they reached us. The casts I took off the dragonfly would make short work of the bridge, though. Under fire, and whoosh, earth meets sky.
You will need someone to keep any advanced Lotus assassins away from you. I will accompany you.
No, it's too dangerous for just one person. I'll go as well.
Of course. Dawnstar, a chance to prove your worth to me. You too, Kang.
Yes, Princess.
But what about the rest of us? Why just send them? Why are we sitting here holding our... Oh, I get it. They're coming here too, aren't they?
Who? The Lotus assassins? But they'd have to fly to get past the wall, and the winds are too strong.
Hundreds may die in crashes, but a few will get through. Do you really think Death's Hand minds such losses? My wounds will make me a burden if I stay at your side. I will keep guard over the temple itself. Groups landing there should be small enough for me to handle. Kang, old friend, I'd like to borrow a few of your marvelously explosive casks. I have something special in mind for any assassins who breach our line.
What? Yes, whatever you want. I have enough on my mind. During the night, I made some, reinforcements to the marvelous dragonfly. I don't sleep much, you see, ever. Anyway, I doubt we could escape, but we can make a dent.
A short run in the flyer to take the brunt of their advance. It might be a worthwhile mission, or it might be suicide.
Well, what isn't these days? It's not necessary. I leave the decision to our illustrious leader.
Are you sure I shouldn't just charge the main gate? They wouldn't be expecting that.
Unexpected acts are not always successful acts.
You have a narrow understanding of success in battle, bun man. Must be your small head. Ha ha ha! So we shall. Blood will flow like wine, and then wine will flow like blood. That is my great wheel of life.
I don't like these odds, but death is not as final for me as it is for you, so what do I care?
It looks like we won't have long to wait. Kang better keep his mind on his task at the bridge, or this will be a short last stand.
Wait. I sense something.
Time is better spent doing than talking.
You didn't see? He was... One of the spirit monks was right there. He stayed behind to tell me that there were hidden treasures still left in Dirge.
I saw nothing. Are you sure you didn't hit your head when you crawled out of the dragonfly?
Make light of it if you want, but he said that we should search Dirge. The magic that restored the temple also destroyed spells that cloaked chests hidden in the ruins. The monks used these chests to hide treasures, including powerful weapons. They didn't want them to fall into the Emperor's hands. He said that one was nearby. Maybe we can find it before we reach the bridge. Lead on.
Alright. So yeah, as she said, quite, there are hidden things in the level, if I could, okay, there we go. Got snagged there. There are hidden chests for each section of this level, like if you go behind the fountain with either, you can pick Dawnstar or Princess. I usually pick the person who I'm, have the romance with, and, it'll give you, yeah, it'll give you an upgraded sword, which is really useful. Another indication there, I thought that was really cool how she's, you know, follows the same philosophy as well. Yeah, it's much really useful for this part coming up right here. You'll definitely need it. And, you can do this one of two ways. You can either, like, I chose to do it on the ground. I find it more fun, more interesting. Plus, we've seen enough flying segments.
The casks of dragon powder under the bridge. The Lotus assassins are sure to come up that pass any minute. Keep them from this end of the bridge. Here they come. Hold them off. I only need a minute.
Try not to break a nail, Princess.
Alright, so basically you just gotta outlast the time limit and fight off all the guys. If you just stay on the right side, because they keep on coming from the right, obviously, they will, oh, excuse me. You can defray the numbers really quickly, really easily. I swear the arrow on top of her head is very misleading. I quite a few times I've like when I played it, I was like, did I just level up or what? It's sort of weird, but it's obviously to, you know, so you don't lose track of your player. And the barrels explode, but you know you don't want to do that because like if they all explode, you lose, and you want to keep them away from. Plus, they hurt you as well, so you just do best to, you know.
Nuts and bolts! One of the fuses came loose. I need another minute or two.
Alright, extended time. But yeah, oh yeah, as I was saying, what you gotta do is you can either do this on the bridge. Now we're fighting Lotus assassins, which, you know, it's actually really fun to use some like different characters. I really like this part. Except no head chop-offs. Yeah, you can either do this, or you can use the marvelous dragonfly and fly through and do another flying segment. But I figured this would be funner to watch. Plus, yeah, we've seen a lot of those. That's sort of the reason why I didn't do the whole Lord Lau's furnace side mission, because you know it includes a lot of fighting. And you know, well, if you guys want to see it, then let me know in the comments. I'll do an extra video with it, because I can do that if you want.
It stopped. Get away before it explodes. The fuse is a short one. don't stop at bridges. Our friends at the temple may have only gained a few minutes.
So yeah, that ends that little section. I don't really know why they added the whole like walking to the door scene here. I think it's a little superfluous considering you just go through it to start another section where you use some other people in your party, but whatever. But yeah, I was listening to like how the guy who made the soundtrack to this game, and how like he's closely like works with Tommy Tallarico, and he's a really awesome musician too. If you ever heard of Mega 64, he was in the Gamer Wars episodes, and for his music he did like Earthworm Jim, one of the best Sega Genesis Super Nintendo games. He also did Another World.
Dawnstar and the princess did their job too well. That's better.
Just shut up and get ready.
Now that's a big one. Fine. A worthy fight.
Alright. My personal favorite, you get to fuck up some assholes with another hidden chest there, but you get to fuck up these asshats with good old Black Whirlwind, and there we go. And now you get all you gotta do is press the attack button and watch the blood flow. Grrr. No, this part's awesome. I just think it's a little weird that as big a dude as it is, he's super fast and nimble. It's like, Jesus. But yeah, you can't just, it's super fun using Black Whirlwind. I always wish that you could use the dual axes. Well, no, you can. That's right. What am I on about? You can use the dual axe styles. I should try that next playthrough. That's another fun one. I think I only did that once.
I think we should go back to the temple. And quickly, before those flyers drop more Lotus assassins.
More is good. Let them come.
But we'd be safer in the temple.
We're safer if I destroy the enemies they send. I prefer an active defense.
So, let's kick some more ass, boys. Don't know what that was, but, we're moving on. Alright. So, we have to saunter off to
That racket is distracting me from the cries of my enemies. Sky better have a good reason for ringing that bell. I won't stop until they're ankle deep in blood. Head first. Ah! Come to my axes, all of you.
Good, you are here. The trap is set, the signal's sent. It's all up to you now. Easy, easy. I know this looks bad, but trust me, you'll like what I have to say. I hope. I was approached, once or twice. The Lotus Assassins offered much, even the chance of returning my daughter. But I assure you, I did not plan to betray you. You showed me that the world, my life, is not as pointless as I once thought. My daughter is long dead. Their offer only shows how desperate you have made them. I let them think I agreed, but hear me out. I couldn't risk that someone else in the group was also tempted. They might tell Death's Hand the plan was discovered. This is a chance to isolate the leader of the troops. Death's Hand thinks that he and a group of assassins will enter the temple unopposed. But I have a surprise. I set traps. Remember how I asked Kang for some of his explosive casks? The assassins will be destroyed, and Death's Hand will be yours alone. From what I have seen, he is stronger than that. If he is damaged by the blast, good. But you were the one meant to fight the power behind him. He's an arrogant one. I doubt he'd consider the possibility that my loyalty to you would be stronger than my fear of him. The bell was the signal. He'll be here. Thank you for this opportunity, by the way. I can never face Death's Hand myself, but I want to make him pay for thinking I would be so weak. Use my daughter against me, will he? Make him hurt.
Very good, Sky. You have proven it useful.
Guess it again, you slab of rot. That should soften him up. I may not be able to fight him while I'm wounded, but at least I did this. I'll go warn the rest.
You have a better grip on your fellows than my master thought. The plight of a dead child is difficult motivation to resist. I am reborn again and again. I am the will of the Emperor. I am Death's Hand. Sun Li commands that you die. I must obey. The will of the Master guides me. The strength of the dragon empowers me. I cannot be defeated. I must obey. You know nothing about me, about what I endure. Your fists will not defeat me, not while I must obey.
Alright. We got a cool new fighting theme. Pretty awesome. So we gotta fight Death's Hand. This dude is pretty tough. He is a damage sponge, a damage absorber, if you will. 2 hits, my health was almost... If he hit me once more, I would have been dead. He is undeniably very strong, very fast. The best way to get around his defenses is have a stun style, a support style, if you will, or a magic projectile style. Because you want to keep your distance from him, because he's very deadly with his blades, razors, or Death's Razor, I think that is called. But yeah, I mean, he's one of the more harder. He's definitely the the second hardest. It's definitely the second hardest fight in the game. That's for sure. But as you can see, like, you know, with my Tempest, he wasn't too much of a problem. But, you know, you gotta...
You refuse to see it, don't you? You must know what Death's Hand is by now. But what he is defies your skill. He is more than Sun Kin ever was. Sun Hai linked him to the stolen power of the Water Dragon, and bound him to my armor to taunt me. An unrelenting, unbeatable force that wore the face of my betrayal. Now he is moving. Have my words so injured you in the past? There was no malice in my use of your talents. You were merely a tool, your destiny a convenient path to power. I had no choice. My brother had no restraint. The world under his heel would be chaotic and violent. sure that everyone is safe within their roles. You claim intimate knowledge of me. I should have suspected that a journey through death would reveal many secrets, but your understanding is flawed. I am not here out of revenge. Sorrow at their deaths did not bring me here, but rather anger at my brother for destroying my possessions in so petty a manner. In the end, it changes nothing. I intend to make the Empire a better place. As a god, it will be a simple matter. Arise, Death's Hand! You are bound to this power, and you will not stop until this fool is dead. About your heritage as a spirit monk, but you missed the most important lesson. They are all dead. Their skill did not save them. Do you intend to rescue Death's Hand? Perhaps you think you can appeal to his conscience, to the remnants of kin that swim in that element. Really? I wonder why you oppose me when you are so willing to assume my methods. Come then, pit your will against mine. Take him if you can.
So, fight number 2 with Death's Hand. Pretty cool. This is a cool fight. You get to fight. It's the same, like, you know, style as you use, but you get to control Sunkin, and you gotta defeat. Like, you can do this 2 ways. You can either set Death's Hand free, or you can control him like I'm doing right now. But you can just you have to. It's really easy with him because he's so like the combo with his sword is really, you know, so strong and fast. This fight is a heck of a lot easier than the last one. Like when I first played it, I was like, oh Jesus, I barely survived the first fight with him. I'm super nervous. But yeah, you know, see, done.
Take this corpse. See if you can throw away such a useful tool. I will face you at the height of my power, in the heart of my empire. Your master awaits you, child.
Please, let me rest. Let my spirit finally have some peace. Do not step down that low road. This is a mockery of life. Step back from the path my brothers took, that I took. Know this, spirit monk. You walk a path very near that of your master. Both lead to power, but the cost cannot be avoided. Know this, spirit monk. There are prices to pay.
I own you, Death's Hand. So yeah, we get Death's Hands now. Pretty. He's definitely the best follower, the strongest. It's awesome. But yeah. Oh yeah. Well, no, don't worry about that. That's coming later. But yeah, it's sort of it sucks when you like get rid of him, like set him free. I mean, yeah, that's fine. But if you keep him, he's definitely like the best follower in your party by far.
I find this matter most unsettling.
What? He's a damn good fighter. Better to have him as an ally than an enemy.
He's not an ally, he's enslaved.
He is more useful the way he is. He did a great deal of damage. We could use him to repair it.
I'm sorry, I don't know what the problem with my controller or me is, but this, for some reason...
Can you blame us? There is an unsettling new presence in the group.
An odd kind of trophy to collect. Very hard to display without reaction.
I do not like what this means, especially for your ability to make it happen. I am also surprised that the princess has not stood up for her relative.
Let his spirit rot. It is not as if the honored Prince Kin did not earn his fate, much as Sky earned his.
I do not like that he is here. It seems cruel, even if he was our enemy.
Tools must be respected, but they are still just tools.
That could apply to any of us. That is why this is cause for concern.
I cannot support this. His spirit should be allowed some peace. I can't follow you if you approve of this.
I don't care if he goes or stays, but the twisting of a man's soul should not be allowed.
Such a thing is not natural. I won't follow you if this continues. I'd rather face my wife again.
Such binding holds the will of the victim. They are forced to obey your every whim, but they see themselves commit each act and can wail their shame. It could be used to shepherd spirits gone mad, but on the living it is sublime torture. Spirit monks were forbidden to indulge in such ways.
Another surprise from your time among the dead. You continue to be an extraordinary person.
You would strip away my will? What is my loyalty worth if it is forced?
I could suffer the imprisonment of my body, but having my mind taken would be a horror. You know me. This would be unbearable. Won't you listen to reason?
It must be done. Come on, let's get this over with so we can get to our next battle.
Oh, he just punched me in the dick, man!
It would seem that the group is again of one mind.
Who cares what brings them to the front line, as long as they fight when they get there?
What choice do I have? You have taken my will. I will follow you to the ends of the Empire, but it will mean nothing.
Pretty little thing, forced to see what it truly takes to attain power in this world. A tragedy I am lucky to witness.
I hold more pity than hatred for Death's Hand now. He endured this for 20 years.
It might not have been necessary if you had shown proper loyalty. Certain acts may seem unseemly, but we fight a greater evil.
A greater tragedy is how you have fallen. If you accept this, what of your beloved Empire? What will become of it when our leader's evil replaces Master Li's?
While I do not wish to take sides in the management of my fellows, I must agree that we need to move forward.
Emperor Sun Li is growing stronger. The water dragon is yielding more power to him than the previous tyrant ever managed to consume.
A good idea. It will allow for some adjustments to the marvelous dragonfly. The landing here was rough. I will ferry whom I can for an initial assault. Give me a few moments. We will leave at your command when my work is done.
You have to, also a thing, if you don't persuade the princess, she will be against you enslaving Death's Hands as well. I just wanted to throw that out there. But this will end, we'll end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take it easy, guys.